with mission, in team mission in the African rural community. How did can you tell us how did the project New Life for Congo begin?
Oh, Anthony,
what is the story behind
Anthony, that's such a wonderful story to tell this journey, because how this transpired is back in November of 2015, our church came over here on a medical mission. In that medical mission, we brought 36 people that had volunteers, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, and we brought 22 large cases of medicine. And the places where we worked were Kenya, Katuba, and Rushi. And our first little town was Kenya, in the clinic there. Our mission was really threefold. One, the medical mission. Two, what we call a kids camp. It brings the children together of that same area where the clinic is, to let them have a day of fun, bring them to Jesus, teach them a little bit about Jesus, and incorporate some fun for the children for that day. And then the third is what's called spiritual leadership. And I just happen to have our leader of the leadership training here in the church, Chris Parker. And in doing this, the first day there, we were just mobbed by people. I mean, children, teenagers, adults. And during that, hundreds and hundreds of people, and they were just pressing on us. But in the far reaches, I noticed Bonjour. He says, bonjour. He says, American? I said, oui. I said, but I don't speak French. He goes, I speak English. So fast forward, he says, so what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And I said, in this area. He says, Gary, he says, that's wonderful, but when you leave tomorrow, then what? And I said, well, the important thing is that if we touched one individual's life, either medically, physically, or spiritually, that person has a potential of going out and being great and doing something great for this area and this nation. And then we've done our job. He says, Gary, what you don't understand, see these people when they're coming up to you like this? Some of them haven't eaten in 1 day, 2 days, sometimes even 3 days. And when they haven't eaten, they can't hear what you're trying to tell them. And that's really, for me, when my light bulb went off. Because I've spent the last 30 years of my life building companies and repairing companies and taking good to bad, from bad to good. And now